The bandits lay flat against the railway tracks, listening closely. A train carrying gold was on its way. They smeared lard across the rails and stretched ropes across the tracks, tying them tightly to nearby trees to create a makeshift shock-absorbing trap. They also brought a beehive as their secret weapon. Once everything was ready, the bandits hid and waited in ambush. Soon, the train arrived. As it entered the trap zone, the wheels began to slip uncontrollably, unable to gain traction. The bandits quickly stormed the train, taking down the guards. They hurled the beehive into the carriage, sending the soldiers inside into chaos. Then they climbed onto the roof, released the steam pressure, and disconnected the train cars. In the confusion, they made off with the carriage full of gold. As the carriage rolled into the buffer zone, the ropes they had set up brought it to a sudden stop. Their accomplices waiting nearby rushed in and pushed the gold crates off the train. By the time the colonel and his troops caught up, the gold was already gone. Following the tracks left behind by the bandits, the soldiers gave chase, only to fall right into another trap. The trail led them all the way to a river, where it suddenly vanished, leaving them with no clue at all. The colonel searched the area and spotted a bandit fleeing along the riverbank. He immediately gave chase on horseback, but something felt off. The man seemed to be alone. Suddenly, another bandit sprang out of hiding, knocked the colonel off his horse, and struck him unconscious. When the colonel woke up, he found himself in the bandits' hideout. To his shock, the leader of the bandits was his former comrade. The leader claimed he was stealing the gold to give it to those in need, and even invited the colonel to join them. The colonel pretended to agree. Since the bandits were unfamiliar with the terrain, the leader asked the colonel to guide them and help avoid the pursuing soldiers. But instead, the colonel led them straight toward a nearby military camp. By the time the bandits realized something was wrong, it was already too late. The colonel triggered a loud signal, bringing the army in immediately. Many bandits were captured on the spot. Only the leader and a few of his men managed to escape by diving into the water. They fled to a small town, trying to figure out their next move, when suddenly a group of thugs stormed in. They had heard rumors that the leader had stolen gold and came to seize it for themselves, but the leader was prepared. He had already bribed the shopkeeper, and together they fought off the attackers. After that, the group continued on their way. Along the road, they met a woman. After learning she came from a poor slum, the leader followed her to her village and distributed the gold among the people. He also fell in love with the woman and decided to settle down there. But soon after, the colonel and his soldiers arrived again, asking the village chief about the bandits. A villager rushed to warn the leader. He quickly hid with the woman under a bed. Meanwhile, the villager casually pretended to wash his hair, delaying the soldiers as much as possible. The soldiers searched the house, but luckily found nothing, and eventually left.